Anxiety. Do I have anxiety? What exactly is anxiety? How can I treat my anxiety? First off, it's important to know that having occasional anxiety is a normal part of life. Sometimes we'll experience anxiety when we have to do something that we really aren't hot on. Kind of like going to the dentist or the doctor. Sometimes it's when we have to do some public speaking of some form. Sometimes it's when we have to go take an important test, whether it be for our job. How about our first driving test? That causes a little anxiety. That kind of anxiety is just absolutely normal. We all go through it, and usually it's resolved after whatever was causing the anxiety has been completed. Like you passed the road test, or that meeting is over where you had to stand up in front of everybody and say whatever it is you had to say. There are different levels of anxiety. Anxiety that is persistent, overwhelming, or interferes in the daily life, that would be an anxiety disorder. And that kind of anxiety requires professional help. That's more than just your normal, everyday, general anxiety. For today, though, we're going to just talk about your everyday, simple anxiety. We're going to discuss the more persistent anxiety in another video. Some common symptoms of your normal, general anxiety would be feeling nervous, restless, tense before you take a test or you're speaking in public. That feeling of having a sense of impending danger, panic, doom, like if you're walking alone at night and your mind's wandering, but you're definitely more alert. You might end up with an increased heart rate like you were just exercising. You could have rapid breathing or hyperventilation like you just ran a few miles and you didn't. You could be sweating and it's not even hot out, or trembling. Hold your hands out in front of you and you got that uncontrollable shake. You could feel weak or tired, have trouble concentrating or thinking about anything other than whatever it is that's presently worrying you. You could have trouble sleeping. We've all had those nights where we just toss and turn and our mind just will not turn off so we can go to sleep. You could end up with some stomach problems like butterflies, nausea, even diarrhea. You could avoid what it is that's triggering the anxiety, like avoiding the dentist, avoiding the doctor. Those are not good ideas, but dental anxiety and doctor anxiety are real things. Now, when we all get that occasional anxiety, it's good to have some ideas of ways to handle it, make it manageable so we can function and do whatever it is that we're trying to avoid or that is just making us very anxious. One thing we can do is manage our stress. Learning to manage your stress can help limit the triggers of anxiety. If you organize any upcoming things that are going to cause pressure, any deadlines, make lists so that you make the daunting tasks even more manageable, and you commit to taking some time off from study or work after whatever it is done. If you're anxious about a meeting at work, you should organize your thoughts as best you can to help eliminate the fear of not being prepared. After your meeting, don't be afraid to take a long weekend as a reward. You deserve it. Relaxation techniques are another great way. Just simple activities can help soothe the mental and physical signs of anxiety. Like if your heart's racing or you're hyperventilating, or maybe you're having difficulty sleeping or experiencing some of those tremors that were mentioned, try meditation. Just deep breathing exercises, nice, long, relaxing bath, some quiet time alone in the dark, and heck, even some yoga. Yoga is very calming. Another way of managing your anxiety is to do some exercises to replace your negative thoughts, with positive ones. Start by getting a piece of paper. On one side of that paper, you're going to put all of the negative thoughts that might be going through your head that are causing the anxiety. On the other side, you're going to put all of the positive thoughts, the believable thoughts. The positive thoughts should be replacing the negative thoughts. You can also create a mental image of successfully facing and conquering a specific fear. That can provide benefits if your anxiety symptoms are related to a specific cause, such as going to the dentist, or maybe you're anxious about meeting someone that you've never met before, but you are extremely excited to meet them. If you play it out in your mind and you are successful in your mind, that will help bolster you for the real thing. You should also have a support network. Talk with familiar people who are supportive, such as family members or a friend. Go over with them what you're thinking so that they can at least listen, which really does help a lot. If you're worried about public speaking, run through what you're going to say with this person and get their feedback or tips. Supportive group services may also be available in your local area and online. And exercise. Physical exertion can improve your self-image, and it releases chemicals into the brain that trigger positive feelings, which in turn helps relieve some of the anxiety symptoms. So go ahead, hit the gym, or put on your sneakers and go for a nice long walk around the neighborhood. You will feel so much better afterwards, and it helps clear your thoughts. When a person finds themselves facing danger, anxiety is a natural emotion that is vital for your survival. It alerts your senses. It makes you very aware of your surroundings. Remember though, you're not alone in this. Everyone has some occasional anxiety, and this is a good thing because it does make us face our fears while also making us more alert to our surroundings and even what our goals are. I know many people who have a fear of public speaking, and they will use the relaxation tips before doing so, which they find extremely helpful. So don't let a little anxiety hold you back. Go out there, conquer your fear and the world.